Yeah.
Recording. Yeah, let's hope that we
Yeah.
can focus.
Yeah. How's the hair? Is it look cool, bruh? Do I look cool? Do I look like Drake, yo? Okay, maybe do I go with glass? What makes me look cooler?
Yo, the palm vault, bro.
Yeah. Maybe I'll go without glass.
You ain't got to see all this, bro.
Yeah, bro.
You got a lot. You got to look at this. You got to talk to it.
Yo,
You notice I went through like puberty on the last podcast?
what do you
Like
mean?
on beach tits? I was like, first up on the stage, beach tits.
Ew, man. You got excited for the beach tits,
Well,
bro.
you read a name like that out loud, you're like, fuck me, bro. I'm like, what do I do with that information
Yeah,
processing in my brain with a live audience in front of you? Like,
I mean,
because it's completely at random. I just pull that name up. It's like beach tits. It's like, oh, man.
for the first one too, right? That was the first name.
First ever pull, yes. So the first technical guest would have been beach tits, but then it was
Yeah.
Teo Frost instead. Teo Frost, lucky day.
Yo, hell yeah.
I'm slouching. Shit.
Yeah, that looks good. Maybe you could move over a little bit.
Oh,
Just, oh, yeah, that's too much. Yeah, that's
I
good.
should be able to look at the center of a camera right somewhere right about there. Bro.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
The boys.
All right. Before we start, can I hit that after you finish hitting it?
Hell yeah. Oh. Is there juice in it?
Yeah. You guys see that catch, bruh?
Keep it juicy.
Without the glasses, too. Ooh.
Can I keep the bag on? I do not need a jacket for this.
Should I keep it on?
It's kind of pimped. Okay, you're wearing a jacket. I don't fucking.
Yeah, I mean.
I'm wearing a toque and all that shit. It's hot.
Oh, here.
Oh, shit. Yo, with the shades on, bro.
Yo, hell yeah.
I think that was like just like looking back on it to start too is like reflecting on it. I think that was very successful.
It was, man. It was. It was a fun night. It was cool seeing the room set up the way it was. It sounded great. The panel aspect of it was dope. Just getting live feedback, and the artists. It was the perfect mix for artists. Like you had Teo Frost setting the tone, and then you had something acoustic after. Joshua
Lim. Yeah.
Joshua Lim. Yeah, you had the acoustic elements after, which was cool. So it kind of set the tone as well, where it's like, okay, this ain't just like, it's not just gonna be like hype and, you know, like backing tracks all the way through. Like it was a good mix. It was a good diversity, bro.
Yeah,
you know, we love our diversity here in Vancouver, bro.
I'm hoping not to get like too many just like rappers or too many R&B singers or so. It's like you want, I think, just like like a nice eclectic group of like a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how we got so lucky on that first one where it's like it was exactly that. Like started out with kind of like more R&B hip hop kind of song about like shaking it, and then it moved into like an acoustic guitar song, and then Boss Man, and then I think Bobo Violets went next.
Was it Bobo? I think.
And
I
then,
can't remember, bro.
Then Trash Panda. No, wait, Trash Bandit.
Yeah.
My apologies. Legend.
Yes, sir.
Delta Boy.
Delta
where I
Boy.
grew up. I grew up Delta. And then there was and then Fleetwood closed out the night. But like the way that all, like I was just sitting there at the end of the night just being like, how lucky. Because I think even if that setup went a little bit differently, I don't think the first show was as perfect. Like even the lineup went, I think, in the order, like if I handpicked it would have gone almost, you know?
No, for sure. It was the perfect first one. And everybody that I spoke to, whether they were part of the audience or one of the artists, everybody that I spoke to was like, yo, that was actually a lot better than I thought it was gonna go. Like the turnout was great, and the audience were able to meet some new people, the audience were able to meet some new artists, and also like, yeah, the artists were able to like get new eyes on them, you know? So it was a lot of fun, man. It was a lot of fun.
Well, like including the host too. Like I put the thing together and I was sitting there being like, I can't believe it worked out that good. To me, I was shocked. I was like, holy crap, like it actually works. And now it's like, okay, how do we take that and make it even like now that I know it works, it's like, how do you take that now and build it into what it could be? And so I've just spent all my time working out like the little details now of how do we make this just like the biggest thing it could be for the artist now.
So with the first one, like completed and done, what do you have for the second one? What are you gonna change, or what are you gonna like add to it? Tell me about the second one that you want to throw.
Yeah, okay. So like the first one, even in the branding of it, like if you look at the original logo from it, it says one song, one shot, prove you're the best. And I wanted that to be the motto of the show, which was like, listen, I know there's great performers in the city. Come have a place to prove it. Like 8 Mile, you know, where it's like, okay, if I go there, I have the chance to like prove something in the sake of I'm a great performer. And a little bit of healthy competition. Like there needs to be some competition to a certain degree to build greatness, I think. And so also that. So what I'm going to change is the next one will have an actual voting system that I think we should work out actually is like how that is going to look. But yeah, voting system where there's actually a winner at the end, like a non-biased winner where it's chosen from multiple facets so that the winner is a non-biased winner to a certain the best degree possible. So I'm gonna have the audience vote, I'm gonna have the panel vote, and even as this thing grows, like I'd like to have a live stream vote. That's probably further down the road, and like calculate all those factors in to then having one champion at the end. And then my favorite bit maybe of all of it is I've gone and got myself or for the team, I've gone and got for the team a championship belt. So it's like at the very end when that person wins, they'll have like a UFC, WWF belt they can like hold up and be like, I actually won this thing. And the person that wins will then get to open the next show in Vancouver. So it's like there's benefit to it too. You get a guaranteed spot on the next show. So it gives you time to work on the next show in comparison to everyone else that's just signing up. And if you can hold that spot every single week, you can hold it as long as you can hold it until someone takes that belt from you.
Fucking sick, by the way. Belt and like the competition aspect of it is like it takes it to the next level. There's stakes now. So it forces the artist to bring their A game and really show, okay, I deserve this. And the fact that there's voting after and you get like a symbol of you winning the show is like, yeah, that's cool. I like that. So if you win the belt, so let's say for this second show, the winner of the second show, they get the belt, they open the next show. Can they win again? Like, are they involved in the voting for the next show as well?
So yes, so I mean everyone that's in the audience will get a vote. So I haven't decided yet if the artist should get a vote, but I think it should. Their peer group should be part of the voting, I think, as well. I haven't decided on that. But so it's like technically you could vote for yourself. Like that would be one vote out of say, 75 people, your one vote. But they could show up every single week and continue on. So that person could be on the show for months or even years if nobody can be a better performer than them and boot them from that spot. And again, you'll get a bit of a competitive edge, I think, if you win, because now you're on the next show, so you can prepare a performance.
Right.
But then there's also the downside of that, which is now everyone knows what they're competing against, so people are going to try to top whatever that is. It, at least is my hope. I mean, that's how competition usually works in my world. As soon as there's a standard set, then it's like, okay, we got to top that standard. Somebody eventually comes along and does that, and we just keep stepping up the standard in our city. And I'm going to take the show on the road, and we'll take it to other cities, and we'll find out who the best in those cities are, and we'll just keep growing this thing. And I could even see it at some point having like nationals or those types of things. I mean, one thing I guess, well, last thing is I would like to at the end of this year, 2026, is I would like to take all the champions of every episode at the end of the year and have like a championship episode and get like a whole new belt made that's like the year end like MVP like. But we gotta see how it all plays out because there might be just one person that holds it all year.
Right.
So that'd be an easy show to do. It'd be just, which could be fun as well. Like if somebody holds that spot all year to like celebrate them at the end of the year too, sounds fun to me. But
They get a whole set.
yeah, it's like it'll play out however it plays out. But say you have 4 or 5 champions throughout the year, and then those 5 come together at the end of the year to like have one final star-studded event type thing. I think would be fun.
Sick. Okay. Okay, yeah. So you mentioned that you want to have it not just in Vancouver. You want to have it elsewhere. Where do you want to take this show?
Well, yeah, I'd like to do one in Victoria. Because I'm very connected there. I know people there. I know there's a lot of great community and music community in Victoria, so I think it'd be an interesting place to do another show. But I want to take it to every town. Like I want to take it to Squamish. I bet you there's some kids in Squamish that make music. It's close by. Like why couldn't we just pack up, go do one there in a night, come back? Or places like Duncan is filled with artists, but to go to Duncan's probably out of the way. So like Nanaimo, for all those kids that don't want to come down to Victoria, for instance. Kamloops, Kelowna, Calgary, Edmonton, the Yukon, Saskatchewan, Winnipeg, everywhere. Sorry, I got a tickle in my throat, bro.
Sick, man. No, that's cool. Because there is a lot of talent everywhere. And it would be cool to see the talent pool in these multiple different places.
And like, if we did it that way too, say at the end of the year, we have champions from all over the place. You could even do like a show with all of them. But
Right.
we want to make superstars. Like, I'm already seeing the signups for the next one. And I can't really go through all that information to see what it is. But like, I hope those kids are coming because they want to be great. I hope you're not coming because you think this is like funny or something. Like, this is a competition to me. It's like I want people to come out that genuinely think they're the best performer in the city. And I want to go take that to every city, yeah.
Sick, bro. Okay.
What about the rules? Like, again, like we were kind of talking about it off camera before we started, but like the way I've got it worked out in my head is that there'll be like an online form where people vote. So if you're in attendance at the show, you'll get a form when you walk in the door where after each performance, you rate that artist on a decimal system, 1 to 10. And then whoever at the end has the highest number, those top 3 artists with the highest number will then get 1 vote each. And then each panelist, which is 3, will get a vote. And so if there is some kind of tie at the end of all that, then I would have 1 vote left over myself to then be the tiebreaker. And that's how we figure out the champion. But I've actually got a whole system worked out. Like I've got a form online where like it's already like you could already fill out the form, the numbers go in, and it gives me a tally at the bottom so we can check it quickly. So the audience part, I think I figured out. It's just more so how does like, what is the best way to have this as non-biased as possible? So it's not like a popularity contest.
Right.
It's not necessarily like that's part of it because it should be part of it. But it should also be who's got the best music, who actually was the best performer. Like that's really what we're trying to get down to. And I think we're having a panel and the audience involved in who is the champion is key. Because then it's not just our inside team choosing, the live audience is also choosing. But then say some kid comes out and he brings out 20 of his friends to see the show. All 20 of them are going to vote for him. So you can't have the audience be the vote either. Some of these kids that are just in dark studios all day that don't talk to a soul all year make the best music as well. So I want to keep it even between just a popularity contest.
Right, because if you did like a decimal system, so it's going to be 1 through 10, 1 through 5.
1 through 10.
1 through 10. And let's say an artist who was able to pull like 20 of their friends, they would just rate them 10 out of 10. That's like 20 people rating one person 10 out of 10. What if there was like a decimal system for the panel as well, and we would judge instead of like who we thought was the best or whatever, we would have like maybe a criteria. So that could be best musically. Oh shit. That could be best musically, that could be best stage performance, best, what's another one? Maybe aesthetic or something. Or like crowd response maybe?
Yeah, like how they handle the crowd. That's almost like the biggest part
Crowd
of the
control.
show to me.
Crowd control, yeah. So like what if we had like a criteria and we rated each artist 1 through 10 on those things, and that goes into the scoring as well. So whatever the audience tallies, we add our rating to that tally.
No, I think you're on to something, because I like that. Like, I could come up with a form that all the panelists have, and in between each performer, as the next guy's coming up, we quickly, I think just like 3 points maybe, because it's quick to just like in between the performer, just be like, all right, on overall stage presence, yada, 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 crowd control, I give them 7.2. On aesthetic, I give them 6.5. On the third thing, I give them 5.2 or whatever. And we could quickly do that in between rounds. And then at the end, I could kind of ask each panelist why this person ended up getting the highest score by that panelist. But I'm curious. I actually think it's like a good part of the show to have like the conversation from the panelists that are up there, to be like, because it'll help the other kids improve, you know?
What if, oh no, we can't do averages, because yeah, if it was 20 people who pulled up for one person and they just went 10 out of 10 on them, then the average would be like 9.8, you know?
Yeah, that's why I figured like 3 people at the top. The 3 top artists with the highest number each get 1 vote. So that like even if you get the popular vote, it still counts for 1
It's
vote.
1 vote. Yeah.
It just kind of gives you an edge over what the panelists thought of the night.
Okay. Sorry to interrupt.
No, all good.
Yeah, so the top 3 get 1 vote, and then maybe the panel with the more extensive like rubric or the more extensive criteria, basically they'll still have the same weight on who wins over. Yeah, they'll essentially have the same weight as the audience. So of the 3, let's say, you know, yeah, you got A, B, and C. Then the panel looks at everybody as a whole, and maybe the panel thinks that it's B, C, and D. Probably have to cut this out. I'm just thinking out loud. But
It'll actually be helpful for me to just watch this back later, because I'll just like work through this idea.
Yeah. So, okay, let's say, yeah, the 3 artists, these are the top 3 artists. They each have a point. And then the panel, maybe it's a matter of the 3 most popular, maybe the panel decides on who. No, but
because the kid that gets no votes might be the best of the night from the audience. I want to keep it. The main goal of this, when I started working on it, was just thinking about the kids that are the performers, and just choosing the true champion, not just because, like, again, if you throw it just to the audience, then it's like
it could be the 3 most popular.
It's whoever brings out the most people to see the show from their camp.
Yeah.
And it can't be that. So then I was like, okay, what if it was like that? Because you want that vote to count, the in-person vote. It's an important factor into the night, is the people that were there, what did they think? But then it can't be just that. So then you add in the panelists each having a vote. So say like the kid that got the most votes isn't who all the panelists, but all the panelists thought the second kid was, and they all across the board agree, then it's like that kid clearly wins. And it's based on something other than just But then are we not giving enough credit to the popular vote as well?
Yeah.
Like I want to make it as even as possible.
Yeah. There's a formula there. Like there's a weighting system that we need to think of.
Like
That
I was going through AI and
yeah. Because it could be maybe like the point or whatever. It counts. So like at the end of the show to decide the winner, it's like the closest to 30 points or something. And the top 3 from the no, but that also brings up like if somebody has like 70 votes as number 1 or something, and then number 2, number 3 are really close, but there's like 10 votes for this person, number 1, and then like 11 votes for number 2 or whatever. We would still weight the 70 vote person and the 10 vote person, 11 vote person as like 1 point, right?
yeah.
So,
I mean, the other way that I thought this could work, the original idea I had, is that the audience vote just goes to the top artist and they get an automatic 3 votes, which might be the better system. So it's like the panelists would almost have to vote against the audience at that point, which might be a better system and more even. Because if the top artist that had the most votes from the audience gets 3 automatic votes towards their name, then it's like all 3 panelists would have to judge someone else, and then I would also have to then be the final, like,
yeah.
I agree with the panel or I agree with the... Because really, I mean, from the entertainment standpoint of this, I'm trying to build tension so that, like, there's a bit of a show to it. So it's like, how is that moment the most impactful while also being non-biased? And I think that maybe that's the simple fix to it, is just like the top artist from the audience perspective gets an automatic 3 votes. And if the panelists, but then the panelists have to completely be on the side of one other artist.
Right. Okay, let's work backwards. Let's work panel first. So when judges judge a fight, it's 3 rounds, 10-9 basically, right? How would we do that with artists? It would be basically it's hard. I'm trying to think.
Because it has to be like, it has to be a flawless system.
It does.
Because I want everyone to think it's fair.
We want it
because it is, you know?
Yeah, we want it to feel fair, and we don't want people to feel like, oh, the judges just decided. Like, what's the point of the audience voting if the judges are gonna?
Yeah, because there's going to be people signing up for the show that we know.
Yeah.
No, that doesn't mean that the judges know them. The judges might have never met the person before, but just in case, there's always the circumstantial. Somebody comes in, we all know them, we're biased, we vote for them.
Yeah.
Like, this is why having a live stream vote would be handy, to have that one other mechanism of voting. But I think it's to pull off the live stream voting is too difficult at this point.
Yeah, that's another piece that we'd have to set up.
But like, it could be just the audience gets 1 vote and that's their top pick. Maybe that's the easiest way. Like, just whoever the audience picks gets 1 vote. All 3 panelists get a vote, and then I have a vote as well to tie break if everyone can't agree at that point.
Okay.
I think that actually works.
Yeah. So basically, whoever has the most votes from the audience, that's one vote basically.
Yeah.
So basically, there's 4 judges plus you.
Yeah.
So judge number 1 is panelist number 1. Judge number 2 is panelist number 2. Judge number 3 is gonna be me, and then judge number 4 is the audience.
Yeah. I think that's actually even.
Yeah, and then yeah, and then yeah, no, because then if 2 judges,
I think it works.
I think that works.
I'll ask ChatGPT after this to make sure, but I think that actually works.
Yeah, maybe we keep it simple for this one. We can figure out like a point system.
Like I've already got the Google form for the audience set up. So like as soon as you walk in the door, I'll have a QR code. You just hit that. It's on your phone now. And in between each performer, I'll just be like, all right, to the audience really quickly, just go in your phones.
Who was the best performer?
Just rate that artist 0 or 1 to 10 with a decimal system. Everyone goes on their phones while it gives everyone something to do while they're setting up too and stuff. It gives a bit more of entertainment in between rounds because everyone knows when they're watching back that there's some judging and some voting happening live. I think it gives people more reason to come see the show live because they're part of the show now.
They're part of the show. They're part of the result of what happens at the end. Yeah.
And like, I think overall, I think it's like good, but like the belt itself, like like we were talking earlier, like I'd like to do like a post-game press conference with them. I want to make a bit of a hoopla about it. It's like, who are these people? Like, how did you get so good at performing, you know? And like, why? But like, how does it feel to win something? Like these kids aren't used to winning in this city.
What if like, let's say you have a winner, right? You have the winner. You award them the belt or whatever. Boom, they got the belt, you know, they're doing the Khabib, like they're doing the rounds with the belt. What if you win and you get the belt at the end of the night, you get to encore a song or perform like something new?
Well, I thought
with the belt on.
Well, I thought that was the caveat, is that you can now perform the opener for the next show. And that serves a purpose too. I want to make sure for the audience these shows are exciting. And so if we know the person opening the following one is already known to the audience as a champion, then it's exciting. That show is going to start with a bang.
Yeah.
So I think just saving it for the following show, and then it's like, you know, the next show's opening with the champ, you know?
Are you going to put the belt around them?
Yeah, I have to, yeah.
I feel like you have to.
I have to.
And then like the next show when they perform, maybe they perform with it on.
Yeah, like they can, I mean, it's their belt at that point.
Yeah. Somebody got to take it from them.
Yeah, like we can shoot promos with them in between, this and that. Like this is like WWF at that point. It's like you can have fun with...
I'll bounce your head off the stage. Who the fuck is this artist?
Yo, exactly, right? Like imagine, again, it builds up to that final one of the year. You could run an actual press conference of all the champs at the end of the year before that final show of it's my belt, you know, whatever, however they approach it, you know, just have fun with it. But like from your perspective, what do you think it means to these artists? Like, I don't know. I'm just coming up with ideas because I just want us to win in the city. And to win something, you have to have something to win. So that was kind of my concept, is give them something to win. So there's a purpose to perform. I want these kids coming out of the woodwork like, wait, there's a belt? I can win a belt just for doing what it is I naturally love doing? Game on. It's like, and then I think these kids will actually be better at performing a year from now because they're like sitting there working on it like a boxing preparation or like anything like that.
And that's what it takes. That's what it takes to win at this game. You know what I mean? Like, I've said this before, but it's like, and I've learned this from books and stuff, so this isn't original, but you have to treat your shit like a professional athlete. You have to treat it like a professional athlete. You got to show up with the intention of doing your best work every single day, no matter what it is you're doing, whether that be making the songs, writing the songs, you know, performances, you know, and that's what this show is all about, right? It's stage presence and showing you're about your shit. You know what I mean? But if there's stakes to the show, I feel like artists are going to bring their A game because they have to. And there's something on the line, you know? There already was without the belt. You know what I mean? There already was like pressure of, okay, there's going to be other dope artists here. There's going to be people watching and there's going to be panelists seeing what we do. I'm going to show what I'm about, you know? But the belt is just like, it's a nice cherry on top because it's like, it's a physical like reminder of, okay, yeah, like I'm king of the hill right now, you know?
Yeah, like even just think about that first kid on everybody's watching too. There will be a champion with a belt. Like if you just think about that in its own, you know, it's like that kid for the rest of his life will be like, I won the first ever Like on the belt itself, I have like at the top it says microphone, at the bottom it says champion. So it's like you will be the microphone champion of everybody's watching. Like whoever wins that the first time will be the first ever champion for live performance. And it's like I think like when you look back years from now, and we have many champions at that point, etc., there'll be like some importance to that. Is my hope. It's like, oh, there's some honor in that, some pride in that of like, I won that, you know? Like I went in there, I practiced, I prepped, I got good at my craft, I came in and I won. I won a belt. Look, Mom, I won a belt. Like it's like
Microphone champ.
there's something to actually be said
Undisputed. Undisputed. So that's a great point actually. So for those watching, this next everybody's watching is going to be one of the most important ones. This next everybody's watching, there is a belt on the line. And if you kill it and you show everybody that you're about your shit, you are going to be officially the first everybody's watching champion. Like this is the inaugural championship. This is the first title fight of this show.
It's like the first UFC tournament. It's like
yeah, this is UFC 1.
This is Hulk Hogan in the 80s.
This is Hulk Hogan in the 80s.
This is John Cena 2000. This is
Yeah.
You can't see me.
Where is he?
You can't see me. You know, it's like championships. I mean, we always wanted championships. I mean, I think when I listen to kids in the studio too, they're always talking about like, I'm not even sure what we're doing it in the city for. Like, what is, I mean, I talked about that on the first one. It's like, what's the mountain to climb? It's like, oh, there's a championship. I could be the champ, maybe, boy. Like, it's like, okay, that's something. Oh, I got my phone. I don't got my phone on vibrate in the studio. Yeah. But likewise, bro. Oh, Stark, man. Little message from Stark.
Oh, what?
Does he still come by here? He's in LA now.
Yeah, what do you say?
Oh, we were just chatting because like I wouldn't mind having him as like a guest host. Like what a great guest host Stark would be, you know?
Oh yeah.
Like the perfect guest host for a show like this.
Oh yeah, 100%. I was gonna ask something. Okay, let's talk more about the show. Since this is gonna be there's gonna be a clear winner for this show, and there's gonna be points from the audience and points from the panel. So for the artists watching this, what are the artists gonna be judged on? Like, what is the panel gonna be looking for? What are they gonna? How do I say this? I guess what is the criteria for the panel? Or from the panel? Fuck, rewind. How do I word this? Okay. So for the members of the panel, what are they looking for from the artist? If we're looking for a clear winner, what are the few things that the judges are going to be paying attention to?
Well, like what is important to a live performance of music? The music's obviously got to be the most important. Like if that person's just a songbird that just wowed us musically, but they look like they just crawled out of a sewer and all that. It's like I got to take the music at most importance. Mm-hmm. But then there is the aesthetic of like, how did you, it's a small stage, you know? Like we're not giving you like Commodore Ballroom. We're giving you like 6 foot by 6 foot, like work it, you know? So whoever can take that space and make it theirs the most. I don't know what else. Yeah. It's like, what is most important to a performance?
So I
mean, we have the audience covered because they're actually going to get a vote.
Yeah. So crowd reception. So whoever, I guess, got the best crowd reaction, that should be one thing. The music, basically, who has the best song, and I know that could be kind of objective, but musically, who had the best song, and number 3, yeah, I think I think stage presence, like how you move and how you how you interact with the stage and how you interact with the crowd. I feel like that's one thing. And then yeah, aesthetic, how you present yourself, You said something like, I've never heard you say that before, but you were like, if somebody can't dress up like you for Halloween, then you're not branding yourself correctly. Something along those lines. So, yeah, basically we're looking for the complete package, like how you present yourself, how you package yourself, how you like your branding and your skills as a performer and the song quality too. Cuz you can be the best like studio artist, but performance is like a different it's a different thing.
I've seen artists where you're watching a show and nobody cares. Everyone's sipping their drink, having a conversation in a corner somewhere. No one's even paying attention. You can hear the audience talking more than you can hear the artist on stage. And then that one artist gets on stage and they just command the audience. Like, I think that's a huge part of stage performance. Like, Polo, for instance. Like, I've seen Polo do this where no one's even enjoying the show. And then Polo gets on stage and he demands that, like, he does it in a natural way, but he demands that everyone stops, comes to the stage, and gets involved in what's happening in that moment. And by the time he gets like 2 bars into a track, that whole place now has changed, the whole vibe of the room. So if you can do that, I think that's part of it, it's a huge part of it. And if the music's equally dope, it's like, then they'll come back, they'll listen to the Spotify, they will actually like get involved in your career moving forward. And then like, yeah, it's aesthetic, fashion, all that, counts to a certain degree. Like, what else am I looking for? Yeah, when I'm at a show, like,
Yeah, I think ultimately it's crowd control, how good the music is, and how you package that product on stage, how it looks.
You could tell Fleetwood had headline shows when you saw him on the first one. You could tell when he got on stage it was different than everything you had just seen to a certain degree. Like, there were some artists that obviously have some experience that were on that show.
Mm-hmm.
But like, once it got to Fleetwood, you're like, oh, this guy knows how to handle this moment. Like, he's got crowd interaction going in that set. He's got all the things you're looking for. It's like, yeah, who can really like do that at a championship level?
Sick. 1 second. Okay, good. We're still rolling. Okay.
Like, another thing I almost want to check with you about was like Trash Bandit, for instance. He
Yeah.
brought his own kind of staging, Like, he brought lights, he brought his own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Should we allow that? Like, I kind of like that it's a no auto-tune, bare bones, 6 foot by 6 foot stage, like not a lot of room to move. It's like you got to work with
The
raw
constraints.
materials.
Yeah.
Like, which I think keeps it even as well. Like, if we gave auto-tune to certain kids and we didn't to other kids or anything like that,
Right.
it changes who actually like is a natural performer.
Yeah.
So it's like, should I think moving forward, I don't think I would allow Trash Bandit's lighting, for instance.
Yeah. I think
It gave him an edge, in my opinion.
it did.
But should they be like, because then kids will start showing up with all sorts of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
It shouldn't be based necessarily on anything other than the aesthetics we're providing, like outside of what you wear.
The constraints that is.
Just again, I
place.
just want this to be as even as possible.
Yeah, we want everybody to have the same starting point.
Yeah.
So maybe no extra lighting. Pedals and stuff are okay if you have a guitar, I think. But like vocal effects and stuff like that, maybe not either. Because yeah, if somebody brought like a whole like setup where they have auto-tune and crazy effects and stuff, it's going to be a totally different production level for one artist. One artist will automatically feel like bigger.
Yeah, it's like, say like you got Whitney Houston shows up for the show. But then Mariah Carey also signs up. Now, in my opinion, Whitney beats Mariah 100% of the time, although they're both incredible.
Mm-hmm.
But if Mariah can use auto-tune to push that just that, it's like steroids. It's almost like it's like cheating.
Exactly. So this is a USADA sanctioned event here.
Yeah.
No enhancements, just straight raw. We're gonna be piss testing every one of you motherfuckers. No extra stuff.
Yeah, no juicing.
No juicing, no EPO, no TJ Dillashaw.
I want to see anybody show up with veins coming out their neck looking all, you know.
Nah, dude. Nah. So yeah, maybe we make it a rule that pedals and extra effects are allowed only if you have an instrument.
Yeah, like, and even in the future, I might even go as far as to like even cut that. Like, I don't know. It's so much of a part of like who it's. It's got to be a fine line because you also have the artistry itself. I don't want to take away from their artistry.
Yeah.
So taking away pedals and stuff like that, like on guitars, yeah, we have to find a fine line, and it doesn't have to be decided now.
Yeah.
But I think at the very least, no bringing lighting. It's like early UFC. They were doing some wild stuff early UFC until they figured out the official rules by some people taking things too far.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like, all right, let's let them go a little far first before we start getting too ruly about it. I don't want too many rules either. But yeah, just no auto-tune, no lighting. It's like just use what is there type kind of thing.
Yeah, I think so. I think at the very least, vocals should be raw. And if you have pedals for guitars and stuff like that, then that should be fine. Just because I'm thinking about it, like Peter Wire wouldn't be able to do Peter Wire if he didn't have his distortion.
No, you need that from an artistic standpoint.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's leave that alone, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like even though like Trash Bandit with the pedals on his vocals though, like arguable that would have changed that as well.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like analog is okay. But no lighting and everything. Like that's then going too far. And also it doesn't take us much to set up some pedals and stuff, so like that's not gonna mess the flow of the show, I don't think.
Yeah, because we're gonna have that voting in between, or the point system in between. So it gives us a little bit of a buffer if there is a little bit of a setup. But yeah, maybe we say they're allowed like one thing.
Yeah.
You know? But I mean, even then it's...
Yeah, you want to keep it as even as possible.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I think no extracurricular outside of like analog pedals, things like that.
Yeah, because then it's like...
Like, say, for instance, some kid's got like a machina. Like, I don't want to start disallowing or, you know, stuff like that. It's
like if they wanted to do like a loop performance or something.
Exactly. Like, I want to allow those things. So I think if you want to do anything kind of like slightly digital or analog that's part of your performance, we'll take it on a case-by-case basis at the moment. But I think like Trash Bandit will go down in history now as the only guy that ever got away with bringing his own lighting. Rule breaker. Those Delta boys. Yeah, but like, yeah, we'll try and keep it. I mean, just the concept of the show is I just want it to be even. I don't want it to be about my decision or anyone's decision. I don't want it to be about anything outside of just, are you a great performer? And I think this is doing our best to keep that. Like, I'm curious what the fans of the show think or what the people that watch think. I want feedback from them as well, like, over time. Like, how do we make this the best thing possible? It's been good getting feedback after the first one.
What was some of the feedback you were getting?
It was all very positive. I've been waiting for a hater. Like, I kind of want... Like, there's a little bit, like during the live stream, on the actual night that it came out on YouTube, for instance, there was, like, some people criticizing that we weren't hard enough on the artist, which I would agree. Like, I'm probably not the guy that's going to do that, but there should be some element of that, like, where there's also some criticism available to these artists that need to step it up more. We're trying to make these kids the best they can be, so there should be some criticism if necessary. We were a little too nice on episode 1. I don't want to be harsh either, but we were too nice.
Well, yeah, I think for the first one, it was, you know, it was a good inaugural one. For this next one, because the stakes are a little bit higher, I feel like there is more space for, there to be like some constructive criticism.
Yeah, like just where necessary to help these kids grow and
Yeah.
become better, you know?
Yeah, we're not trying to tear people down. That's not what we're trying to do, but also we're aware that the most growth I've ever seen as like a mixer or producer was, the constructive feedback.
You need it.
Otherwise, yeah, you need it. Otherwise, you're just doing the same mistakes over and over again, So, sick.
Like, I won't mention names specifically, but there were some artists where I wish I would have, like, a more natural me would have definitely had some more things to say, but I didn't want to put these kids on blast in front of an audience and stuff. I was also just figuring it out myself, but on the next one, we will do better also to be a bit more realistic with these artists and give them actual something to work with, aside from just like, that was cool, thank you, next type kind of vibe, you know?
Right. Tell me about this belt. What does it look like?
Oh, yo, it's beautiful. Like, ever since I was a kid, like, I had this dream. Like, we used to do a ping pong thing in my buddy's garage growing up, and we took some cardboard and cut it into a belt and put, like, tin foil over it. We would, like, this NWO era, WCW, so we would, like, spray paint the belt and stuff, but whoever won ping pong would win that belt. It was a true honor in our little hometown, you know? And so, like, to actually have a real belt, like, not a cardboard, like a real... Wait till you see this thing, dude. It's beautiful. But it's like, okay, like, yeah, it's got everybody's watching on the middle. At the top, it says microphone. And on the bottom, it says champion. It's got 2 plates on the side with no more on it. And then a full proper leather belt with straps and everything. It's like a proper WWF UFC championship belt.
Damn, it's leather, eh?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I spared no expense, yeah. I wanted to do this properly. Like, actually, I got to give some shout outs to Teo Frost. Teo Frost was talking to my roommate during the show. And my roommate and him were just having this banter back and forth. And somewhere along the lines of them having a conversation, this belt was brought up. And then I'm home with my roommate the next day, and he brought up the belt. And I was like, oh, I have to have a belt. Like, I can't wait for that first promo where I just got that thing over my shoulder, and I'm like, who wants it, you know? Like, that's exciting.
Damn, you slowly evolving into Dana White, bro.
Yo, bro, I fucking get the fuck
let's go.
Slowly fucking get chubbier over the years and shit, and then start doing TRT or some shit.
Yo, hell yeah.
Get a wife to slap. Just
Yeah.
fucking Dana, bro, out of control.
Yeah.
But actually, I do, like, I genuinely, in Dana White fashion, like, I am a promoter. I do care about this. I see this show being built into the biggest show on planet Earth. I could see one of these in the Philippines, you know? I could see one of these in Sydney, Australia, or anywhere on Earth, in any of the major cities, Bangkok, you know, wherever, London, England. Like, I could see the show everywhere, and, like, being, like, the UFC of music, you know? Like, has there ever been anything like this? Like, because there's American Idol, there's those things. But, like, for instance, if Michael Bublé wanted to sign up for this show, he could. Michael Bublé could come be the everybody's watching champion if he wanted to be, you know? So it's like, it could be a professional league type thing in that sense, I think, of, that's what I want. I want the best of the best.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not looking for, you know, some local kid that just wants to dick around. I'm looking for somebody that is a superstar.
Mm. Yo. Okay, what else?
What are you thinking now since the show? Like, where are your thoughts at with it? Like, it's been a couple weeks now since we actually, like, did the show. It's been a couple weeks since the YouTube. It's been a couple weeks since everything. Like,
Man, that was a crazy, like, 2 weeks. It was so funny. I remember we were here. I had a session, and I had the music down very low because my ears were fucked that week. And you've been editing basically since the day of the show, and it was like Friday or Saturday or something, and you were like, yo, my eyes are fucked, and I was like, yo, my ears are fucked.
yo.
So we'll double team the edit. I'll watch it for you, you listen to it for me. But yeah, no, it was a lot of fun, man. It was a lot of fun. and I just want to see more of it, man. I want to see more of it. Everybody I spoke to had a great time. I think the artists got a lot of value from it too. And the people who watched the show, they had a lot of fun, you know? So I think we have something special. Yeah, I'm just excited for that fucking belt, bro. I just want to see that belt. I want to hold it.
Like moving forward, this is a whole different game now, right? Like, I'm glad to see this reaction from you about the belts. Like, it's not cheap making a championship belt, I'll tell you that. But like, you're the first person that really even knows about it. So to see that reaction is like, okay, it's worth it. This is something. Like, I just look at I always try to picture myself on the other side whenever I'm doing anything, you know? And it's like, what would I want?
Yeah.
If I was signing up for this show, or like on the fence of signing up for the show, and I saw that belt, I'd be like, oh fuck, I'm practicing every day. Like if it was me, like I remember being a kid with a hairbrush in my like living room, just it's like if you give me that at 19 years old, like, oh, there's a belt. Wait, what? What's happening? Like I would immediately start prepping.
Just to be clear, they don't keep the belt, right?
No.
Sorry, guys.
I mean, well, like back in the day, for instance, on our hockey team, we had like a fedora. Like whoever's the MVP of the game got a fedora. The first day we did it, we gave that fedora to the MVP of that game. No one ever saw that fedora again. You know, it's like,
No, we getting that belt back, bro.
in the future, I hope to be able to have a belt that I can actually give away. Like you put it on your mantle, you hold on to that forever.
Or like a medal.
Yeah, like I actually hope to be able to give these belts like where you can keep it forever after each one. But obviously we're working on a budget, so no.
Yeah.
I mean, if this show sells enough, they're keeping that belt. I'll tell you that right now. If the city wants to come out and support that heavily, that it covers the cost of that belt, you can take that home. So bring all your friends out to the show, because if I sell enough tickets to the show where it's like I don't care, I will certainly send you home with that belt. I'll gladly go get another one made for the next show if it can.
Does this belt got weight?
Yeah.
How heavy is it?
It's probably gonna be a good 5-10 pounds.
Jeez. Yo. When I this is like a side thing, but when I went to Mexico, me and my buddy Adrian, we went to Cleto Reyes. Do you know what Cleto Reyes is?
No, sounds fun.
I'll show you. It is fun. It is fun. I'll show you a photo later. But Cleto Reyes is basically. Do you know Everlast?
The band?
No, not the band. The boxing brand.
Oh,
The
yeah,
gloves.
yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah. So Cleto Reyes is basically Mexico's version of Everlast.
Oh, okay.
So we were in Mexico City. We went to basically their main distributor, like the factory. And we were just Googling. We're like, yo, we want to buy some gloves. So we go to the headquarters. No space. It says no space on memory card slot 1.
Oh, I finally ran out.
Yeah. So they had a real WBC belt, like, you know, with the green strap and everything and the gold in the middle or whatever. They had one like just chilling in the main office, and like as we're waiting, as they're processing our order or whatever, they were like, "Oh, do you guys want a picture with the belt?" We look at each other like, "Yeah." So like I put on this belt, like I actually hold it, and it actually had weight. I was surprised, bro.
Yeah, there's like, it's real metal.
Yeah, bro. It was like probably 15, 20 pounds. And like I held that belt and I was like, wow. Like I felt like a champion, you know what I mean?
There's something too, like, ever since I was a kid, like, why would anyone care? Like, all right, WWF heavyweight champion, for sure. But then you get into like both in UFC and WWF, like these other ones, like UFC has the BMF championship belt. But it still sells pay-per-views. Like, why? It's not a real belt. It's not really for anything. But why does that still matter? Or like the Intercontinental Championship or the European Championship in WWF. Like, why even care? Why even make that belt?
Yeah.
But it's because belts matter. They truly do. Like, once you create some kind of tier system where it's like whoever has that belt is number one in that one area, even if it's not the featherweight or lightweight champion of UFC, you could be Max Holloway, be the BMF champ, and still there's something. But it's like this belt specifically will be the first ever in its kind. So it's not an Intercontinental, it's not a European, it's not a BMF belt. This is not heavyweight, lightweight. This is the belt in its category.
Undisputed.
Yeah, like there is no other belt like it. It's one of a kind. You can only win it by being great at performing music live. That's the only way to win.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to add?
I could honestly talk about the show all day, but no, that's probably about like it. I think the champ belt is like,
yeah,
that's what's up, you know?
Like final thoughts. We'll probably do one more of these as we get closer.
Yo, the press conference, bro.
Yeah.
I guess like bring your friends, buy tickets, come to the show, because these will be the early stage versions of something that's going to be built into something huge. So like, come check it out, come be a part of it, come vote. Come have your say as to like, if you watch the last show and you're sitting there going like, I don't think, I thought they were too nice. I thought they were, come vote yourself. You literally now have a vote like a democracy. So it's like, if you don't like what we're doing, if you do like what we're doing, come have your say in what we're doing. Because what we're doing is providing a stage for live performers to perform music. And if you have a thought on that, come be a part of it, you know?
Fire, bro. Boom. Sick. Okay. I'm trying to think if we should hit on anything else.
Clear your SD cards, I'll tell you that. Quinn Hughes is gone. I'm sad.
Yeah, how do you feel about that?
Fuck! Did you watch this game yesterday?
Yeah. Well, I saw like the highlight.
Zeev Buim? Kid looks good.
Yeah,
man.
he does.
Like, if there was one way to ease the tension of this, it was seeing that kid. Like, he looked like, if he's even like 80% the player Quinn Hughes is,
it's a dub.
plus a first, plus
two other prospects.
Yeah, Rolly or Yossi Rolly. No, fucking
Rossi.
Rossi. Yeah, like, I don't know. Honestly, just please rebuild. That's all I care.
Yeah.
I'm on team rebuild.
Yeah, me too.
I've been on team rebuild since 1995.
Facts.
Rebuild this shit finally.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, they got what they could out of him. He wasn't going to sign here. The only way he was going to stay is if they did damage this year. And, like, fuck, we're, like, last. So, writing was kind of on the wall.
Prepare yourself for a 10-game win streak.
Yeah, bro. Fuck.
Canucks, bro. Demko's back looking like a brick wall. We got these new kids. We start just winning. Canucks, man.
Canuck hockey.
Always.
We're all Canucks.
It did make it hard to stay on as a fan. We probably don't got to kill SD cards on all this, but like, fuck, dude. Like, yeah, it was a bummer. Yeah, shit, we'll turn all this off.
Okay. Thank you.
Legend.
Bye.
Legend.
I got an extra smoothie. Shout out Jacob.
Okay, this one at least stayed running the whole time.
Okay.
Solid camera here at the palm, bro.
I'm gonna take a piss real quick.
That's sick. Dude, we should just do a fucking
Wake
weekly
me up
podcast.
to the sun. Shut up, wake me up to the sun.